Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts, and once more, I'm hanging out in the room with the AC unit. I did have it on for a few minutes to cool it off in here, brought it down to 74, and now I have a fan over here blowing on me so that you don't have to deal with the sound of the AC unit while I'm talking, because it's pretty loud. Okay, let's see. Thursday, I think, was my last video. I was in a mode on Thursday where I was just starting stuff like crazy, but not finishing anything. So yesterday I wanted to reconcile that. So since my last video, I finished the pastel stripes 2x2 rib hat that's part of the Mystery Yarn Challenge 624. And I didn't bring that with me. It's still in the light box, so I'll put up a picture. If I lean this way, I can put the picture. One is with the brim folded up a little, and the other is with it like a slouchy hat. Okay. Then I started on a project that wasn't on any of my lists. It wasn't on my June list. It wasn't on the Mystery Yarn Challenge list. It wasn't on my summer bucket list. I just saw a YouTuber who said that she sells little crocheted head kerchiefs and they sell very well at her craft markets. So I looked up a pattern on Ravelry and I made one. Now this is from the yarn, the hot pink yarn is something I got at a thrift shop where I got this big cone that had close to a pound of yarn on it. I still haven't made a dent. Okay, then once I finished with that, I got back to Mystery Yarn Challenge 624, and I made this kid's hat in the spiral stitch. This was one of the original Mystery Yarn Challenge knit patterns that Lori put up. I don't know why my ribbing at the bottom doesn't look nice and tight. I must have gotten sort of relaxed with my ribbing. So I think that was my fourth knit project for the Mystery Yarn Challenge. I'd have to check my day planner, and I didn't bring that back to the... Got to come up with a name for the fact that this room is the coolest one in the house, like the Penguin Den or something like that, the Penguin Cave. I should wear penguin earrings. Maybe that would help me to feel cooler. Finish that up. Then I finished up the swinging chick mallard duck. So I have the mallard duck. This is supposed to be a duck on a swing, but I think it could also be a chicken. And I have the eagle. So there's 3 versions of swinging chick. Yep, getting stuff done. Is that all? Okay. I think that's all I finished. Then I started starting projects again. Because I'm like, okay, I need to make 3 more things. So that must have been the 5th of the knit projects. 3 more things to ace the knitting section of Lori's Mystery Yarn Challenge. So I cast on some baby booties. And I did the first 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 rows. But that's all I wrote down from the video. So this has to sit and wait for a while until I can pull up the video and just sit there watching the video and working on it. And I need to get like a piece of paper and write it down so I don't have to watch the video a second time to make booty number 2. There's the dachshund. No progress on that. It's just sitting here. That would be a good project for when I'm just sitting there, like if my husband goes to the library today and brings home a DVD for us to watch. Just sitting there for an hour or 2 watching a DVD. That's a mindless project for the body. You have to do like 40 rows for the body. And then one item on my summer bucket list was a yellow frog. Now, back on Monday, wow, it's only been like 6 days. It seems like longer ago than that. When I got the yarn gift, there was one skein of yellow yarn that looked like somebody took a paintbrush with black paint on it and just went whoop across the end of the skein. So there was like a crusty black stuff. Paint, tar, I don't know what it was. No way to get it off. So I literally went and cut all those tarred sections out. And then wound the yarn up into little balls. And I have a plastic bag that probably has about a dozen balls of yarn in it. Like some are this size, some are a little bigger, some are even smaller. So I'm like, okay, on my summer bucket list is to make a yellow frog. Okay, I've got that pattern that I made up from the Temu pattern where I cut it in half. Let's make that. So I got row 1 done. Row 2 says to attach the eyes. I'm like, oh yeah, how do I make the eyes? I didn't type the eyes onto the pattern. So now I have to find one of the frogs and count stitches and see what I did for the eyes so I can continue to work on this. Okay, let's see. I pulled this yarn to make a knit fish dishcloth. It's one of the patterns that was added on to the Mystery Yarn Challenge. Was it called Grouper? But I pulled the yarn and I was all set to start it, but I couldn't find size 9 knitting needles. So I found them. I can get started on that. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll have to pick out my last project. Excuse me. For the knit portion, I think I'm going to make another hat. I have the pattern printed out for the CC beanie that was added to the list. But I figure, okay, I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 projects started or materials gathered for those projects. I think I better run with that. Just work on those, get those cleared out, and then I can start on something else. I do like bouncing back and forth between projects. Like I should have the frog done by the end of the day. I might have the baby booties done by the end of the day because, oops, I haven't watched the whole video, but like this, there's a long section, and they sort of fold on each other to form the back and the bottom. And now I'm working. Oops, did I just drop? No, I didn't drop a stitch. Now I'm working on the top of the foot. So it should work up quickly because there aren't all that many stitches. But it's going to go a little more slowly because I have to like watch the video. And that slows things down. You know, okay, stop the video, do this row. Start the video, do this row. It'll get done. Hopefully it'll get done today. Oh, it's down to 71 in here. That's not bad. I don't want to turn on any lights though. And once I'm done with the video, I'm probably going to close the blinds in here to try to keep it as cool as possible. I don't need all that much light to knit and crochet, especially with lighter colors. Well, once I start knitting with dark blue, I might need some lights. So that's what my Saturday looks like. Finishing up a bunch of projects. And I will certainly have plenty of stuff to be looking at online because Lori from Armchair Chef has introduced Mystery Yarn Challenge 724, Christmas in July, where she has picked out a bunch of designers that have Christmas playlists. And you can go in and look at this YouTuber's Christmas playlist with tutorials, patterns for Christmassy items, and make items from them to participate in the challenge. So I need to get my day planner out. I've already looked through and like, oh, I want to make that one. Oh, I want to make that one. I'm going to forget that. I need to get my day planner out. This sleeve looks higher than the other one. It's bugging me. Okay, so if it was bugging anyone else, I am symmetrical now. Where was I? Forgetting things, write them in my day planner. Okay. I need to have, I could make a spreadsheet, but that might hurt Lori's head. So I think I'll just scribble things into my day planner. I don't want to hurt Lori. Lori's a sweetie. And her puppies depend on her, so we can't have her head hurting. Okay. I got called out in this morning's video. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. You know, just a lazy Saturday. Yes, I should do some laundry. We're going through a lot of laundry this week. Just, you know, my husband goes out to water the garden and he comes in and everything has to go in the laundry because he's just dripping. So it's supposed to get cooler tomorrow. We're supposed to get some relief. And let's see. I think at the end of next week, I have to work a few extra days. And then in July, there's going to be 2 weeks where I have to work like every day, which not every day. I get Mondays off. But I have to go back to full weeks because my replacement is going to be away at a music camp. So try to get stuff done now while I can, while I got the extra time. So I got my yarn here to play with. I think the baby booties are calling my name. I will get this edited, and while it is uploading to YouTube, I can watch the YouTube video with the baby booties and get to work on them. So that's it. Hopefully when I check in tomorrow, I'll have a bunch more finished projects to show you. And maybe I can actually go back to the other room if it really does cool off tomorrow. They keep saying on the weather, like, oh yeah, thunderstorms are going to move through the area. You know, you're going to get soaking rain. You know, these thunderstorms will move through with soaking rain. Apparently they move in directions that don't quite come over our house. So it's very hot, very dry out there. But it's dry and cool in here. I shouldn't say it's really dry out there because it has been sort of muggy. But like the lawn is dry, the garden gets dry very quickly. In here, it's chill. The chill zone. This is the chill zone. I'll come up with a name for it sometime. Penguin Place. Yeah, this is the penguin place. This is where the penguins hang up because it's the coldest room in the house. Bye-bye. I think it's time for me to get going on projects instead of just chattering. But I'll see you tomorrow.